Almost 37 years ago, Sara Gilbert became a member of TV's most iconic families who are saying goodbye on the final season of The Conners. But she is not going quietly. Take a look.
Hi. Sorry to bother you, but could you take a picture of us?
Oh, sure, no problem.
Actually, can you take another one with us looking into each other's eyes?
I don't feel good about it, but I can.
Now maybe just one more where we're kissing.
Listen. My beer came all the way from Oregon to be with me, and I don't want to be rude and make it wait, so last one, all right? Okay. It's enough, you guys. No.
Please welcome Sara Gilbert.
I should hug everybody, but I don't want to take them.
That'll take half the segment.
Half the segment, exactly,
right.
exactly.
But the Conners is saying goodbye after 7 seasons.
I know.
And this is, now you played, I mean, I watched from the OG days, in the original Roseanne, and that premiered in 1988. So you've been doing this for a long time.
Like 15 years.
You didn't have any idea you'd be back 20 years later. So how does it feel to wrap up this time?
It's pretty sad, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
It's hard because you see these people every day. They're like family, and there's something about doing it the second time where you know we're not coming back in 20 more years as grandparents or whatever.
Not?
I mean, yeah, you never know. You never know. It's funny though. I was saying to my mom, okay, but I've done this before. I know what this feels like, and she was like, yeah, but last time you were in your 20s, like.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. You're supposed to be my advocate.
And Sara, in addition to starring in it, you're also the executive producer of The Conners. And you made sure the show stuck to its tradition of focusing on real-world issues affecting this working-class family. Drug addiction, mass shootings, unemployment, and poverty. It stayed very grounded in reality at a time when a lot of folks are looking for escapism on TV. Why was that?
Well, I mean, I will say a credit to our writers, and I'm one of many executive producers, but I think it was always very important to us to tell the stories that Americans are struggling with or going through, and hopefully there's not just a divide between escapism and something that makes you think or feel, but we try to bring comedy and make it fun and tell stories that are organic to these characters so that we don't want it to be just a downer.
Have you talked about the price of eggs yet?
I think we filmed this. We're ahead.
Well, Sara, you landed the role of Darlene when you were just 13 years old, and you played it through your teen years, then into college where you attended Yale. So you literally grew up on TV. What's it been like now being on The Conners, seeing a young generation of actors come up when you're on the other side of it?
Well, it's been great. Back when I was on the show originally, I won't say it was like a free-for-all, but it definitely was a different time in Hollywood. Now people care more probably about children. I don't know. No,
We got labor laws.
I've seen the specials. I know.
I actually did have a great time growing up, but it is way more buttoned up these days. And the kids were incredible. Ames, who played my son, he's a really academic kid. And when I met his parents, they really wanted him to do well. And I had a teacher on the original run, Sharon Flannery, who helped. I never would have done as well academically. So when I met with them, I was like, listen, I know
I got a person.
teacher. I got a guy. Yeah. And so she helped, and he ended up at 16 years old getting into Harvard. I mean, this kid's incredible.
That's great. That's amazing.
Well, you've had so many comedy legends as guests on the show, including Dan Aykroyd, Whoopi Goldberg, Matthew Broderick, Candice Bergen, the list goes on and on. Is there anyone coming up in the next few episodes that we can look forward to?
There is. We've got Jane Lynch this season, who's just so funny and incredible. I mean, just watching her is unbelievable. We've got Seth Green, who is great for me because we've been friends since we were teenagers. He was one of those Hollywood kids that moved out and was living on their own when they were really young, like a teenager. And so I ended up dating his roommate, but sneaking out, putting pillows under the thing to go to Seth's apartment. Got caught. So kids, you'll get caught.
Now, you were one of the most famous faces in the country when you were only a kid, which is a lot of pressure, but you got to host SNL when you were only 18 years old.
Yeah.
And you worked with some of the all-time SNL greats. I think we actually have a clip.
Hello, my name is Simon. I like to do drawings. Today I've got a friend in the bath with me. Do you want to meet her? Do you? Her name is Kelly Clayton, and my daddy and her mummy are boyfriend and girlfriend. She's ever so nice.
Hello. My mummy says I have to wear an eye patch. I've got a wonky eye.
Now, what do you remember about that experience? Because SNL is still such, a celebrated institution.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was kind of amazing because I was a college freshman, so it was a cool thing to be like to your roommates, hey, do you guys want to come to SNL? It was really amazing. I mean, I was so lucky that happened. And then what was sort of full circle this trip, I'm taking one of my kids on a college tour while we're here, so we're looking at different schools, and she's obsessed with SNL, so it was her dream to go. So we went and we watched in the audience, and then one of the people in the audience next to me turned to me and said, have you ever been to a taping? And so I just said, yeah, I think so, like a long time ago.
Sarah, it's such a pleasure, and yay for the Connors.
Thank you.
Yay for
Thank you for doing it.
It's my pleasure. And our thanks to Sara Gilbert. The final season of The Connors airs Wednesday nights at 8 Eastern right here on ABC and streams the next day on Hulu. Who knew?